And we're back. This is Hero Comics, so the next episode of Hero Comics Best and Worst. This is the best and worst of Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter. I'll do the best first, because unfortunately it won't take long. The best of Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter would happen to be the fact that you are playing as a guy who is not a prince. Okay, he is not the silly half of a god. He is a normal person. Ryu is a normal person. Not only is he a normal person, he's an outcast. Okay, he is an underdog. He is not special. Supposedly not special at all. They tested his blood, found it had 1 out of 5,000 something chance 5,000 chance of being a dragon, of becoming a dragon or whatever, having the special, being special or anything, whatever it is. The guy with the sword, the blonde haired dude with the sword, with the foil or whatever that is, rapier or whatever, foil or whatever that is, has like a 1 in 64 chance. But a 1 in 5,685 chance of being special. He was definitely slated to be the guy. You play as this underdog guy. Stood in charge of saving one of the cutest girls ever. And then you run into this other girl who had a perfectly good tank character whom you killed, which is a huge wasted opportunity. But back to the best. That's the best, is that you're playing as this awesome underdog dude who has to basically, like Claude for Star Ocean Second Story, be the best he can, even though he's not special, supposedly not special. That's the best of this whole thing. The worst is basically a lot of different things. Number one, I'd say the destruction of the Dragon Gene system, the ruining of, not just destruction of the Dragon system, no. Worst would have to be the ruining of the Dragon powers. Okay, Breath of Fire was supposed to be known for becoming a dragon, using the dragon powers. That was their thing. Okay, that's the thing. All throughout the thing, all their games had this. You had a guy who basically could transform into a dragon and do all kinds of awesome, crazy stuff, and basically was your essential for beating those difficult bosses and things. Now, unfortunately, in Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter, you're punished. That's the only way I can put it. You're punished for using your dragon powers. If you use them too much, you will die and start the game all over again at level 1. Okay, you have to keep your weapon, whatever weapon you had, found last, but still, that's nothing really. That's nothing really compared to losing all your levels, all your experience. It's terrible. That was the worst thing about it. Was just making dragon powers not usable. That's the worst. Second worst would be the destruction of the Dragon Gene system, which basically was the greatest thing, in my opinion, one of the greatest Dragon's powers ever. Just going out and collecting all those genes all over the place. Whenever, go all over the place. You had to explore different areas. Explore different areas, and you find all these cool genes that make your guy even stronger. Even a stronger dragon than he was before. It was amazing, and I really liked that. And they got rid of that in Breath of Fire Dragon. Well, I sort of got rid. They messed it up in Breath of Fire 4, because you just basically turn into that one demon-looking dragon and called a bunch of other dragons out to do your dirty work. And then this one, you don't get no dragon genes. You just have the demon-looking guy shoot a beam or swipe with his claws or whatever. It's just so bad. It was just so horrible. And if you're, the issue with the 3D, if you're gonna blame the 3D for that, it's like, it's complicated. This is 3D, so you can't have all this crazy stuff. You just need one dragon model. I would have liked at least one dragon model. He transforms into the demon-looking dude. I'd rather have one dragon model. Okay. Even when he transforms. Yeah, again, even when he transforms, he doesn't even become a real dragon, a real lizard. He becomes a demon-looking dude. And that's annoying. Because basically, even if you're going to blame the 3D, then fine. Have one model, change the color or accents on that model. For a fire dragon, have it be black with because they like black with red accents, water or ice, black with blue accents, electricity, black with yellow accents. They could have done that. They could have easily done that. It was crazy. Then of course, yeah, on the number of characters here in Breath of Fire 3, you had like 6. Breath of Fire 4, you had probably 6, or maybe even a little bit more than that. And this was awesome thing about Breath of Fire 4. You could actually use them all in battle if you use certain abilities, like Vitalize. If you hit everyone on screen, you went after these tree jerks, you hit everyone on the screen with Vitalize. That's how you get the combo, the super powerful combo, I think. You have to use Vitalize. Hit everybody on the screen, including you have 3 party members hanging out as your main team. You have 3 as reserves to be put in and out. It could be switched in and out at any time during battle. And you had a bunch of enemies over there. You could just Vitalize on everybody, and that would be like the crazy awesome high level combo right there. That was fun. They totally got rid of all that. Totally got rid of all that in Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter, which was crap. Secondly, again, character types. You have your hero character uses a sword. You have your magic user. You have your girl with a gun character. You have some other sword guy for a little bit. Anyway, but I'm like, okay, where's the tank? You had a tank, perfectly good tank character, and you let him get killed. That would have been awesome to have that weird eyeball monster guy as a tank. Also, you had an opportunity for a mother figure, like Momo, and you lost track of that character. You didn't have her. That was annoying. You killed her off too. Your boss, your supervisor boss, the person who you were working for, looks like a grown-up Chipette. She looked great. She was awesome. She busted out those Chrono Sabers, went to town on you. You beat her. You beat her. You get her Chrono Saber, which is something. But still, again, not as good as getting her and helping her see that the organization she's working for has been corrupted. Is corrupt. You're learning this. You're learning this. Your former friend is now being corrupt, just like becoming more corrupt, just like the organization is. That would have been so cool. That would have been so cool. But it just, annoys me that they just let it get like this. Even sorry with the 3D cell shading, cutest Nina ever. Most awesomest Ryu ever, in my opinion. Sort of awesome Ryu gimmick. Well, not gimmick. Well, as a human character ever thing. Pretty. All that stuff just doesn't help. Can't save, in my opinion, this game from being one of the worst. The worst Breath of the Fire game I've ever played. And one of the worst games I've ever played. They just can't save that. No. Yeah, it doesn't really. Yeah, again, you're saying story doesn't matter very much when you have to start over from the very beginning because your character is so flawed and weakened and basically almost useless. When he has the ability that was the hallmark of your franchise, it just doesn't work. Okay, just doesn't work at all. It was terrible. I did not like that. I tried. I really wanted to like this game because you got all kinds of cool stuff going on. You got a crazy, awesome sort of 3D world with all kinds of crazy stuff going on in it. But it's so bad. It's done so horribly. It just can't do anything. It doesn't work. So yeah, that's the Hero Comics best and worst of Breath of the Fire Dragon Quarter. Best, you're playing as an underdog, like on Saros's second story, a guy who's a normal guy who basically has it the best he can because he's that's all he can do. That's the best, and it's really cute, that's the best. Worst, the destruction of the dragon gene system, the dragon system, the destruction of the hallmark of the series, and going against basically everything that made your series good. So yeah, that's basically it. That'd be the worst.